Hi guys, Dvotee. As you would have seen from the intro, I'm going to show you how I created the zoom. Since I uploaded that video, I've had quite a few people actually ask me how I did it. Well, I say quite a few people have asked me anyway. So rather than keep going through it individually with everybody, I thought I'll just throw a video up and show you how I do it. So this is the original clip, and this here is the same, exactly the same clip, but I've slowed it down, so we'll get rid of that. We don't need that. And what we'll do, we will move that across a bit, and then we'll open her up a bit. And as you can see, I've got some ziggly zaggly lines on here. This is basically because the first bit is in slow motion, the second bit is in slow motion, the third bit is normal speed. We won't be touching anything to do with that. We will not be touching anything to do with that. Before I go any further, what I'm showing you is how I do it. It's not necessarily the best way to do it, it's not necessarily the right way to do it, but it's how I do it. So if anybody says you're doing it wrong, fine. Works for me, I'm happy with that. If people want to use it, they do. If they don't, fine, whatever. But I've been asked, this is an easy way to do it. So this piece here, this has been put to slow motion. If you want to know how to do the slow motion or the speed up of the clips, I'll give you a link to Cheapkills' channel. He put up a couple of tutorials on how to do that. I'm not going to go through that. I'm not trying to take away anything that he's doing. This is just specific to what I did. So as I said, the first clip is slow motion, the second clip is slow motion. We're not touching the first one, we're not touching the third one, we're touching the middle one. This is where all the magic happens. So what we do is we click on the event pan crop, and that brings up this window here. Actually, let's put that on there as well, so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so this is the event pan crop, and down here is the timeline for this clip. That's the entire clip there, nearly 9 seconds long. And as you move it along, you will see that you basically move across the footage. The other important thing for this is your little time box down here, which is where you're going to work out where you're going to go. So all you basically do, you come along to the first one that you want to change. So we're going to go for 211. I went for 210 in the original film, but for some reason when I looked it's at 211, so obviously I mucked up there. And then all you basically do, you just zoom it in to where you want the first zoom to stop. So we'll say there, and then we'll move it out. But what happens is when you zoom in, you get the black lines coming this side and this side. So you want to just grab the handles and bring them back. If you go too far, the black comes to the top, so just move it back again. Get that to there. That's that done. Now we move the time frame along again, and we're going to go to 5 minutes 22. So we get down to 5 minutes 22 there, oh 23, that'll do, that's fine, doesn't matter. And then again, grab it, zoom it in again. Now on this one, I'm going to do it so that my name is showing the kill, and it's pretty much at the bottom of the screen. So again, drag it back, get it back to the size you want it. Again, if you go too far, it'll do that, that's fine. Now what you want to do is go to the end of the film. This is the last transition. You don't want to go right to the end, you want to go just before it, because you want to get back to the original size just before the clip before the clip ends, because then what you're going to do is you're going to join it to this one, so then you've got a smooth transition. And then all we do is to time that one just there, click on it, right click it, go to restore. So now it's back to the normal size. So basically what you're going to do, as it moves along the timeline, it's going to, well, let's show you. It won't be brilliant because it's through Vegas. So if we do it, as you can see, look over here in the preview box. As I move the cursor along, it's zooming in, it's zooming in, it's zooming in. And then when we get to the first one, that's where we set it to. Then we carry on going again. Now you'll see my name's going to come down to the bottom. And then we get to the second one, which is where we set it to, and then we carry on. And now what it's going to do, it's going to move back because we've put it back to the restore point of the original size of the film. And there we go, and that's how you do it. The only other thing you want to do is if you right click on the triangles and select smooth, because we want a smooth transition. We don't want no jerky, sharp, fast or slows or linears, whatever they may be. We want it to be smooth. So just right click, select smooth, and that is how you do it. Fairly simple, 4 steps really. Well, more than 4 steps, but 4 steps in the actual clip that you're mucking around with where you're doing the magic. And that's basically it. And then when all you would then do is just put your films together. I don't know if it's going to come out exactly the same because I didn't look at how I've done it. But if we run it, we're just all you're going to see is there's the initial zoom. Now we're going to start doing the zoom in. So there you go. So it's zooming in, zooming in, zooming in. Then it's zooming in. Obviously through Vegas it does come through a little bit jerky because the preview window's not brilliant. And there you go. That's it. Hope it helps. If anybody wants to comment on anything to do with it, whether it's, you know, they've got a different way of doing it, you know, if you use this technique that I've shown you and you put it in a film, send me a video response. You know, let's see you put it to use. This is Dvotee. Hope it helped, and if it did, fantastic. If it didn't, come back, let me know, and we'll see if we can help you out. See you all soon. Bye.